Hi, my name is Julia Bradley Cook. I'm an ecosystem ecologist in the Dartmouth Polar Environmental Change IGERT. Ecosystem ecology essentially looks at the interactions between biological communities and abiotic or non-living factors such as temperature and moisture to understand how they function together. So broadly speaking, I want to understand how environmental change, such as climate change, affects ecosystems and how they operate. I approach this question by looking specifically at the carbon cycle, which is important not only because carbon is the basic unit of life, but also because the cycling of carbon creates a very important feedback between climate and biological systems that defines life on Earth as we know it. The thing is, there's a lot we don't understand about the carbon cycle, including how warming will affect the mass of carbon that is stored in soils. This is particularly important in the Arctic, where lots of carbon is stored in the soils and rapid climate change is already being observed. To answer these questions, I use satellite imagery to remotely detect vegetation near Kangerlussuaq in western Greenland. Most of the landscape is covered by grass, shrub, and a minimally vegetated soil rock surface. Grass drainage and mixed vegetation areas are also present. During the summer of 2011, I collected soil samples from each vegetation type within sites across the tundra landscape. After the field season, I analyzed the soil samples in an elemental analyzer. From replicated surface samples, I found that grass patches have the highest soil organic carbon content, especially in moist grass drainage areas. Soil organic carbon does vary across sites, particularly in shrub patches. From detailed soil profile sampling in 50-centimeter soil pits, I found large reserves of carbon at depth, particularly at the permafrost interface. Carbon stored at the permafrost interface has a very real potential to contribute to a short-term, non-linear response to warming. This research tells us about the distribution and variation of soil carbon in the West Greenland tundra landscape. My next step is to look at the temperature sensitivity of decomposition in these soils in order to understand the effect of warming on this important and sensitive ecosystem.